Mass protests across Egypt against what's seen as a power grab by President Mohammad Morsi have now turned deadly. A teenager was killed on Sunday and dozens injured during the clashes. Police fired tear gas at rallying crowds, with the opposition staging a sit-in at Tahrir Square. Cairo-based journalist Bel Chu has the details.
A 15-year-old member of the Freedom and Justice Party, which is the Muslim Brotherhood's political organisation, died yesterday in a Nile Delta city of Egypt during clashes between pro- and anti-Brotherhood supporters. In addition, we've seen very heavy-handed tactics from the police. We've seen excessive use of tear gas. We've seen the use of birdshot bullets, which have been giving quite severe injuries to the face and the stomach. I've also had reports of live ammunition from the police, and this is really not showing any sign of stopping anytime soon. We've still got minor clashes happening literally just behind me on Tahrir Square as the sit-in, which was called by oppositional forces, continues. They said they will not leave until Morsi backs down from his contentious constitutional declaration. Definitely this is unprecedented in terms of a unification of the liberal and leftist forces, which has been a criticism of the oppositional forces since the Muslim Brotherhood took power in the parliament and also the presidency. We've seen a coalition of forces on Tahrir in an expression that we haven't seen since the 18 days. In addition, we've seen some of the former presidential candidates like Amr Musa, Hamdin Sabahi, Mohammed al-Baradei coming together and actually forming a coalition to save Egypt, they say. So we're really seeing quite a strong movement from the opposition forces. Tomorrow, of course, we'll see even more protests by the opposition forces, who are planning million-man marches in Tahrir. So they're really unifying. In addition, we had quite dramatic scenes in the journalist syndicate yesterday as the journalists were rising up against this declaration, which they see to be oppressive. In addition, the judiciary as well have staged a partial strike. So really, we're seeing a country rising up against this president, which could see scenes that we saw last year during January and February. President Morsi has responded to these reactions from the opposition forces by saying that this decree will actually just be temporary, and he's actually agreed to meet with the judiciary, who are holding a partial strike. However, many see this to be not really enough of a measure, particularly as he's actually called protests tomorrow, his organisation, the Muslim Brotherhood, and many people believe that this will actually result in further violence on the streets as anti- and pro-Muslim Brotherhood supporters meet. Really, people are asking for Morsi to back down. It's his declaration, the constitutional declaration, which awards him sweeping powers, including powers over the judiciary, and makes all his declarations and decrees immune to appeal by anybody or by any means, is really too strong to simply just say that it's temporary. People want this to actually end, and they want him to back down and show signs of really being a democratic president rather than an authoritarian dictator as he's proving to be.